This is Carrie Mizuka, 52 years old, regarding the death of her child over 30 years ago in 1997 in Albany, New York. The infant's body was found underneath a statue of Moses in Washington Park. Mizuka was 25 years old at the time she killed her child, which was discovered by a city worker in 1997.
You knew what you were doing, but you did it, correct?
Right. I knew what I was doing. I was young.
Not knowing who the mother was or the child's name, detectives named the child Baby Moses. New DNA advancements led to Mizuka's arrest. Mizuka confessed with apparent casual indifference after being shown a graphic image of the newborn's burned remains. In the end of this chilling interrogation, you will find out which sentence she got.
We bring you down here, and you say, no, I'm not the mother. I was never pregnant then. What, if that's not true, like, we can figure all that stuff out, right? And then what happens is we go, hey, guess what? We found this baby dead and burned, and the mother said she's not the mother. What's that scream to you? If you're like,
I did it. I did it.
You did it?
I did it.
What happened?
I got pregnant. I had the baby. I gave birth in my bathtub. Baby died. Didn't know how to get rid of it.
How'd the baby die?
I think I had water in the bathtub. I think it drowned.
You drowned it?
I didn't drown it.
In that bathtub?
Yes.
Inside that apartment? Right there?
Yes.
Why'd you burn the baby?
I didn't burn the baby.
Who did?
I don't know who did.
Who'd you give the baby to?
I had the baby by myself. I went down to the park and I handed it to somebody.
Who'd you hand it to?
I don't know. Some random person.
Carrie, that doesn't make sense.
I swear to God.
You did not hand this baby to a random person. That didn't happen.
I didn't know what to do. I set the baby on fire.
Was it screaming?
No, it was dead. It was dead.
So, where'd you put the baby in?
A towel.
A towel? Because the doctor who did the autopsy says your version's...
I put it in it.
No, what I'm saying is this baby was breathing for minutes. This baby was alive.
I had it in the... I did.
That doesn't lie. This is 27 years ago, let's clean this up. Let's be done with this here and now. That baby died, not of natural causes.
I didn't kill the baby that I'm aware of. I had it in the bathtub.
And it didn't drown, there's no water in the lungs, that didn't happen. It's not of natural causes, there's no trauma, so that leaves one thing. And you know what that one thing is?
Suffocation?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I get it. You're all alone in 1997. You probably moved here because you were pregnant and you were trying to hide it.
I did not. I moved here for a job.
Moved here for a job?
I didn't know I was pregnant until after I moved here.
Okay. Fair enough. And that, listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. That is probably the truth.
That is the truth.
But we know definitively that this child breathed. We know it was taking breath in its little lungs. All right? If you freaked out and did this, that's fine. But we need to know.
Yes.
Yes, what?
I suffocated the child.
With what?
I put it in a bag.
Put it in a bag? Did you cover his mouth, his nose?
I don't remember. I don't remember that part. I may have. I don't know that I put it in a bag though.
Okay, let's talk about this. Did you hear the baby cry and screaming?
I did not.
You didn't hear the baby cry?
No, I swear. Not that I remember. I do not remember hearing the baby crying.
Here we delve into the psychology of trauma and memory. Cornered by factual evidence, she admits to suffocation. She can name the tool, a bag, but cannot recall the sensory horror of applying it, stating, "I don't remember that part." Most tellingly, She repeatedly insists she does not remember hearing the baby cry. This is likely more than just lying. It's cognitive blocking or dissociation, the mind's last-ditch defense to wall off the most unbearable sensory memories of the act, the sounds that would most confirm the victim's humanity and her own guilt.
You put him in a bag, and we know he's alive. We definitely know that from the doctor. You know,
because an autopsy was completed on the baby, and that's how we know the baby didn't drown.
Right.
So that's what we need to figure out, and we honestly want to know, because there's, you know, the one thing I've consistently said about this whole thing is I have more questions than I have answers, and I hate being in that spot, you know. So we're trying to figure that out, and we need to flush that out so we can all move forward. This is a long, long time ago. You know what I mean? So you have the baby in the tub. It doesn't drown.
No.
Okay.
I did have it in the tub. I don't remember covering its mouth and nose. Did I? Maybe. I do remember putting it in a bag. I don't remember hearing it cry.
What kind of bag?
I think like a Walmart type,
like a plastic bag.
A plastic bag.
Okay. And then, how'd you get down to Washington Park?
Drove.
You drove. And you're by yourself?
Yeah. 1,000%.
What kind of car did you have back then?
I think I had a Honda Civic.
What color was it?
Green and blue?
Green and blue?
I think it was like a greenish, bluish color at that
Gotcha.
point.
So you
I think that was the car that I moved to Albany, and then it was probably like a month later. I didn't, you know, I was living at home with my parents, and
Yeah.
Did you ever go see a doctor about being pregnant?
No.
So nobody knew?
No.
It was just, you found out and kind of kept it to yourself?
And like I said, I gave birth in the bathtub.
Yeah. And then you go to Washington Park. At any point, did you see any, when you're on your way down there, did you see any police stations? Did you see any hospitals? Did you see any?
No, no.
Right.
You just
want to get rid of the baby. How'd you figure out to set it on fire?
I don't know. I don't.
Do you remember if you used matches or a lighter?
I think matches. I don't think I had a lighter.
Matches.
I think. Why? I don't.
So I got to ask you the natural thing, because based on the way the baby's found, did you hear scream cries as the baby was burning?
No, I think the baby was dead at that point.
At what point, before or after you leave your house, did the baby die?
I think before.
Before? Like how long after? Because, you know, I've had kids. I've been in the delivery room when my wife's had kids. I want you to think back to Hannah and Josh. And were those natural births,
yes.
or were those C-sections?
No, those are natural.
Natural. So I want you to think back to that. Like, you remember how after you had Hannah or Josh, how you hear that first cry?
Right. Yes. No. Yes. I do. I was older.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You're a kid. You were 4 or 5 when this happened?
At 97?
Yeah.
I was born in 72.
Yeah.
82, 92, 2002. When was it, 97?
Yeah. So
25.
I mean, yeah, you're a kid at that point. Well, I say that now because I'm older, but you know, when you heard that with Hannah, when you heard that with Josh, I want you to think back with this, because it's not. I didn't hear it. You'd remember it. I mean,
I don't remember. I don't remember the crying. I don't remember it. No.
Do you remember the baby looking at you?
No. No, I think I was just so, like I said, gave birth in the bathtub, was dealing with myself. I don't think I really, I don't have, I don't remember it crying. I don't remember.
Did you remember moving?
No, not, no. I mean, it was, I think I was just trying to take care of myself, you know.
Yeah. How did you sever the umbilical cord?
Scissors.
Scissors. Okay. I mean, here's the thing. We know from what the doctor told us right? That this baby was taking breaths, was alive, right? So what we need to sort out now, between us three in this room, so we can all be done with it and move on, is how exactly this baby died, right? I mean, here's the thing.
I must have suffocated it. I mean,
it's not.
That's all I can. My recollection, like I blocked it.
Let's do this. I want you to take a deep breath, and we're going to go in a time warp to 1997, September 1997. Was it night or early morning when you had the baby?
I think it was evening.
Evening. So 27 years ago today, actually, September 6th of 1997, that means that baby was born.
Wow.
That's what I mean. It's been a long time. Let's sort this out, the three of us, and get past it together. And then we're done with it. But people need answers. Yourself included, too.
Right.
This is solid self-reflection on what occurred. And you're not that person anymore, I can tell.
No.
I can tell you're not that person anymore. You grew up, you had 2 kids, you lived the American dream. You have a nice little piece of land on Ostrander Road, nice little yellow house, you got a nice car, you have a good thing here. Okay? So let's be this the last time we go through this. But let's be honest, we'll do it together, and then we'll all move on together. So, 27 years ago, on today's date, in the evening hours.
I believe it was evening.
Yep. You believe it was evening. How long were you in labor?
I don't know, because it was my first child. I was young, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that I was having pains and I got in the bathtub to kind of like, because I read online, whatever.
Yeah. But you knew you were pregnant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Were you showing?
I don't believe, really, no. Nobody ever questioned me.
Really? Some people carry it, some people...
Even with my other 2, though, I wasn't...
Yeah.
But...
Okay. And how long do you think you were in the bathtub?
45 minutes, an hour, maybe?
And prior to this, had you gone and seen a doctor, an OB, anything?
No.
No? Okay. So you carry this baby.
The only reason I knew I was pregnant is because I didn't get my period.
Right. When did you notice you didn't get your period?
I think when I moved up here. I was living with my parents. I was young. I was stupid. I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
But I've always been off and had issues and stuff, so it was not anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. No, that happens. Sometimes it goes a little longer.
Yeah,
it's not a science,
right.
Okay. So then you start getting cramps, and you've done some research on your own online. Told you to get in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
So you get in the bathtub, and then what happens?
I just kind of sat there, and then I just felt like pressure.
Okay.
And then I just felt the baby coming out, and...
Yeah. Because here's the thing of this, is... Do you remember cleaning the baby off at all?
I don't remember cleaning the baby off.
Because babies that just come out, you've seen...
Yeah.
They don't look like that. So this baby was cared for somewhat.
Right? I think I blocked it out. I don't remember cleaning the baby off. I don't...
Right. Well, we need to unblock it so we can figure this out.
I mean... I gave birth in the bathtub. I may have, the towels, because I was in the water anyway.
Yeah.
But then I remember putting the baby outside the tub, because I was trying to figure out the umbilical cord.
Was that slippery with them moving around and stuff? Did you have to get a good grip?
I'm assuming I would have to have, yeah.
Because they're little arms, you know what I mean?
I don't even know if it was a boy or a girl.
It was a boy. boy. First son was boy. And then you clean yourself up. Do you have to carry the baby out to get the scissors?
No, I had the scissors with me.
So you knew this was going to happen, you wanted to be prepared. Okay. And then you cut the umbilical cord. Were you still in the tub when you cut it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I stayed in the tub because I didn't know like what was going to happen
Right.
with the umbilical cord.
I gotcha. All right. Well, now we got to talk about the part where the baby stops breathing. And we got to do an honest account of that with each other. Not a I think, because this is something you don't forget. You probably haven't thought about it in a long time, but it's definitely something you don't forget.
I put my hands over its mouth and nose.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And then you press down?
Yeah. I think.
No, not I think. It's either you did or didn't.
I-
And I'm not pressuring you to say something, but I need a definitive answer here.
Yes.
Yes, what?
I pressed down.
Did the baby stop crying when you did that?
Again, I don't remember the baby crying, but it must have. I don't remember the baby crying.
I want you to think back to 1997 when you had your hand over that mouth and nose. Did you feel those little breaths hitting your hand?
Yes.
How long until it stopped?
Minutes? I don't know.
You held your hand on the baby for 10 minutes.
I don't. Timing, I don't know.
Why?
Why did I do it?
Yeah.
I think I just had no clue what I think I was just in shock.
You're in shock. Had you met Jason yet at that point?
We were working together.
Did you like him at that point?
No, he was engaged. He was, we were just co-workers.
So this is something you were young and you were scared?
Yeah, he doesn't even know about this.
Doesn't know.
No.
Have you ever told anyone?
No.
Never
Nobody.
told anyone?
No.
Never told anybody?
No.
Not mom, dad,
Nobody.
sister, nobody?
Nobody.
Just kept it inside the whole time?
Yep.
Now, I gotta ask you this, because it's been a long time. After 27 years, how have you never told to anyone?
I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. I blocked it out of my memory. I didn't even know today was the date. Like, I just, wiped it.
What's it feel like to kill someone?
Terrible. Terrible.
Walk me through your emotions. I always ask everyone that's killed someone, and you're not the first person.
Just shame, embarrassment, hatred of myself.
When did that kick in?
Immediately.
After you did it?
Mm-hmm.
So after you pressed on that baby's face, and you recall pushing on his face,
I do now, yes.
and you felt those little
Breath
breaths hitting your hand, and then you felt them stop. How long after that did you take this baby down to Washington Park?
An hour or two.
An hour or two. And that's a towel, you said?
I believe it was a towel. A blanket, a towel.
And you
I
put...
Was it a towel?
Kind of looks like a pillowcase, to
Yeah, it
be
does look
perfectly
like a
honest.
pillowcase.
Could be a towel. I don't know. Pillowcase, towel, some sort of cloth object. Did you wrap it in that?
Yes.
But the baby was definitely dead before you set it on fire, right?
Yes. 1,000% it was dead before I left the apartment.
You killed it.
I believe it was dead before I left the apartment. I can't say 100% sure because I didn't, feel pulse or anything. I didn't.
If you had, let me ask you this, if you had not done what you did, would that baby still be alive today?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Anything we didn't ask you that you think's important?
No.
Do you remember what day of the week it was this happened?
I have no idea.
Not sure.
No.
Did you go to work after?
I think it might have been a weekend. No, I didn't go to work after. So no, it was evening.
Even?
So I wouldn't have gone to work.
Why Washington Park?
That's a good question. I think I just was new to the area and didn't know, and just
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I figured it was such a crazy location that anybody.
Do you remember seeing all the stuff on the news about it?
I do not. I
No.
blocked. I didn't watch the
Didn't
news
watch.
after. No.
a lot of people actually showed up to that funeral. A lot of people. Thank you. A lot of people, for a lot of years,
We're wondering.
wanted to know. Not even for someone to be in trouble. No, people don't care. People want to
I
know.
blocked it out. I just, I just, even today, I just like it.
If you could say anything to that baby right now, what would it be?
I love you and I'm sorry.
If he asked you, why'd you do this to me?
I was young, stupid, and
It's if I could show you the panorama one, went all the way around.
Did you ever go back to the park? No, never.
no. I mean, I've gone for like the Tulip Fest or something like that, but
Events,
no,
but not.
no,
Did you ever go, when you went for Tool Fest, did you ever go to this area?
no. I mean, just walking around with friends or whatever. But I just, like I said, I blocked it out.
Yeah. But after reopening that today here with us, I want to make sure that I have this correct. And I'm not misstating anything. And this is your account as you recall it. You moved here in the summer of 1997. You began working at Camry.
Yes.
Told you I'd remember it. Okay. You start working at Camry. You meet Jason at that time. You guys don't become romantically involved until about a year and a half later.
Yeah.
You knew you were pregnant. You didn't go seek care for it. You didn't really show that much. You did research online. So in the evening hours, we know of September, right, from what we're talking about. But as you recall it, the evening hours, you started feeling cramping, and you believed that was you about to give birth.
Mm-hmm.
You got a pair of scissors. You went into the bathtub where you ran warm water, I would assume?
Yeah.
Where you ran warm water. And then you delivered the baby. You pulled the baby out. You cut the umbilical cord. Cut it with your right hand or your left hand?
I'm right-handed, right hand.
Right-handed, okay. You recall baby moving around. You don't recall if it was crying, but you know it was alive because it was moving. You put the baby down. You cut the umbilical cord. You take care of yourself. And then you placed your hand over the baby's nose and mouth and applied pressure until the baby stopped moving. Did you know you were going to kill it when you were doing that?
Yes. I think yes.
So you
I
knew what you were doing, but you did it, correct?
Right. I knew what I was doing. I was young. I was stupid. I didn't,
Okay.
Finally, we arrive at the admission of intentionality. The question, did you know you were going to kill it, forces her to confront premeditation. Her hesitant answer solidifies into the definitive, I knew what I was doing. This is the final devastating acceptance of legal and moral culpability. However, she instantly attaches a mitigator. I was young. I was stupid. This repetitive self-characterization is her psychological lifeline. It creates critical distance between her present self, the mother, the friend, and the young, stupid girl of 27 years ago. It's how she maintains a coherent identity, even while confessing to an unimaginable crime.
Yeah.
So you intentionally kill this baby. Then, after about an hour, you go to Washington Park and set the baby on fire. And if that baby were alive today, you would say, I love you and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now that I'm older, wiser, have kids, and yeah.
Yeah, you're not...
You're young, stupid, and
Yeah, it's a long time ago,
a
Carrie.
long time ago.
Carrie, do you know who the father is?
Where does he live?
I have no idea.
How'd you link up with him?
We were in Roxbury together.
Him, Roxbury?
He's old, much older than well, not much older, but he's older than I am. And
Like how much older?
5 years. I think he's married now. I don't know if he has kids.
And that was a consensual thing you guys had done together? That wasn't...
It was consensual, yes. He has no idea. He didn't even know I was pregnant.
Okay. But I'm saying you weren't raped or anything
No.
like that.
No.
So you were just young and freaked out and killed
Young,
this kid.
stupid. Yeah.
Following her confession, detectives ask Carrie a few more questions, pressing gently on her mental state at the time of the killing. Moments later, they step out of the room, leaving her alone as they reassess the gravity of what she's just admitted to. The atmosphere shifts. What was once a routine interview has now become a murder investigation.
Alright, Karen. So Bob and I were just talking about everything. We just had some follow-up stuff that we wanted to flush out with you. So you said you didn't show at all? Like it's summer, you know?
But even with my other two, I didn't really. I mean, I did a little, but not. I don't, like, nobody noticed. Nobody asked me if I was pregnant. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody.
Because, I mean, we're working off timelines, like, did you realize you're pregnant before or after you moved to Albany?
After.
After?
I think, like I said, I was young, I was stupid, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that maybe I was in denial.
Yeah,
you know, I don't, like, my mom never asked me, I don't.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, just hear me out here for a second, right? Because based on the timeline, the earliest you could have moved here was June, right?
I was sitting here trying to remember when I moved here.
Yeah.
I don't know when I started my job, like in
Gotcha.
May. I mean, I don't. I really truly do not know 27 years ago when I moved to Albany.
So, by all accounts, even if you came here in May, if the baby's born in September, that means you were what? At least 4 months pregnant when you moved here?
Most likely, yes.
Right. So, and I mean, here's the thing with periods. You get them usually you get them every month.
I didn't. I've had issues since I got it at 12.
Okay.
Because
here's where my head's at, right? And this is a logical question. And if it's the truth, it's the truth. It really doesn't matter, right? Like, we could sit here and you could tell me, yes, I killed that baby. I don't care. If you told me, if it was someone saying they sexually assaulted a child, that would probably upset me more, right? This isn't that, okay? But I'm also applying common sense to what you're saying, right? And once again, I don't give a shit what happened. I really don't care. But my job is to hammer down what the truth is. His too.
I mean, was I shown? I don't, like I said.
Well, you might not have showed, right? That could very well be, all right? But my point of this is, you don't get your period for 4 months.
I should have questioned it at that time. But like I said, I got my period when I was 12, and I've never been...
Actually, this kind of makes sense. So, how long before this thing happens do you start researching, like, because you said you looked up on the internet what to do with the umbilical?
Once I realized I was pregnant.
And how long do you think that was before?
Probably like a month.
A month? Okay. So, you know, I know you said you freaked out, right? But we gotta, I hate to do this to you and I'm sorry, but we gotta go back in time. We gotta do it again, all right? We have to go back to the sights, the sounds, the smells, the feel of what happened in that apartment on Western Avenue in 1997. You start getting the cramps, you get the scissors, you go in the bathroom. Describe to me what you're thinking, what you're hearing, what you're smelling, what you're seeing. If you gotta close your eyes to do it, because that helps some people too. And I'm sorry, it's a long time ago, but let's close this book, okay? So take a second, but let's go back there.
I mean, I was home. I felt the cramping, and I just, at that point, I knew I was in labor.
Yeah.
So I had, read that if you put warm water in the bathtub, it helps with the cramping. Honestly, I was panicked. Didn't really know what to do. Got in the bathtub and just, kept like massaging my stomach, and then I eventually, it was probably like an hour and a half, gave birth.
What were you thinking about at the time? Were you thinking about, like, my life's about to change?
I was thinking about, what do I do? What how nobody knows. I'm by myself. What do I do?
Right.
I think at that point I really didn't know. I think, and then I gave birth and the baby's in front of me and it was and I put the baby on the floor because I didn't know what to do. Like I was afraid I was going to die. Because
Really?
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Or how to handle, and then I cut the umbilical cord, praying that it was where it needed to be cut. Stayed in the bathtub, and then I remember like getting out and feeling like I was gonna pass out.
I mean, that's gotta be me. That's a lot, right?
Yeah, and then
You're sitting in that bathtub, the warm water, you just given birth. You're sitting there trying to figure out what to do. You got this new
blood everywhere.
There was blood. You got this newborn crying next to you, moving around, and you're all by yourself.
And I think I just, stupid, young, didn't know what the hell, and I just.
Did you? Well, actually, that kind of makes sense. Were you worried the neighbors would hear it? Let's go back to that time.
Yeah, but I do not recall the baby crying.
Okay.
But I do remember, like, just.
If you did, you did.
Yeah,
You know.
like I said, I don't remember any crying, but I do remember, and I don't know.
But you do remember it breathing, correct?
And I do remember.
Okay. Did you think about, like, before you did it, how, like, if you kept the baby, how it would change your life?
I knew I wasn't going to keep it, but after I did it, then my mind, there was like on the corner there was like a child St. Catherine's or some center there, and as soon as I did it, it was like, oh my God, I should have.
Oh, after you.
Right. It's. I don't know. It's like you do it, and then it's like, oh, I should have.
So you felt regret right after you did it?
Absolutely.
But at that time when you did it, like, I mean, you said it yourself, no one knew.
No,
like
nobody. No, I didn't tell anybody. Not one person knew.
And that'd be like a shock to your parents, right? Like, hey, Mom, Dad, I just had a baby.
Yeah.
They
would have been supportive.
Right.
I mean, but that's our relationship. I just.
I mean, I gotta ask you, would it have brought shame, perhaps?
Maybe a little bit, but.
Or is it just like? I mean,
more to me, probably. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you're 25 years old. You're just starting your life. Are you thinking about that? Like, my life's gonna be totally different if I have this kid.
I don't, honestly, I think I was in denial the whole time. I think I was just in, young, stupid denial. I mean, you're 97 and you're starting your life, and.
Yeah.
And
then, so after you press on the baby, you feel it stop breathing. The bag, was it paper or plastic?
I think it was plastic.
Because there's no plastic burned on that baby.
I think I took it out.
You took it out?
Yeah.
So walk me through that. How do you get it from the apartment to your car?
I had the plastic bag. I put it in the bag, in the towel, and put it in my car. Carried it out like it was groceries.
You carried it out like it was groceries?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like you thought, taking it out like it's trash,
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go out to the car with it like it's groceries.
Take it to the park.
You see St. Catherine's right around the corner?
I didn't go that way.
Okay. You saw that after? Like how long after?
When I was coming home.
when you were coming home, and you said, I should just. And you're within eyesight of a police station there, aren't you?
I think it was around down the corner.
Yeah, right up the street. So then you drive, and did you have in your mind, like, I'm going to go to Washington Park, or were you just?
I think I was just driving. I was just driving. I didn't know what I was doing.
And where was the bag of groceries that you brought out at that time?
In the back seat.
In the back seat?
Yeah.
Behind you or behind the other side?
Behind me.
Okay. And then you're just driving around. You got to Washington Park. And did you?
I don't even know where the matches came from. I think I had them in my car.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I didn't like grab them and take them with me. They were in my
Yeah, at what point did you decide that's the burning was what you were going to do?
I started to walk away, and then I was afraid that there might be evidence on the towel. So it wasn't the baby, it was...
You were trying to get rid of the towel.
The towel. Or the, whatever, blanket, towel, whatever.
Why not just take the towel?
Stupid, young, not thinking, not...
Because him and I have talked about this a lot. Like, I've really tried to get in your headspace from that time. Because I pride myself on being a pretty decent person.
I just don't think at that point, and I was physically ill too. I was kept passing out.
Yeah.
Because I had no medical attention. I had just had a baby, and I think I just...
But I mean, you at the time, you're alert, you know what's going on, correct? So you set the towel on fire to...
Get rid of the evidence. Like, I wiped again, with the towel, I had wiped the baby off again, and then I think I was afraid my fingerprints or whatever would be on the towel.
Okay.
So I wasn't setting the baby on fire, I was setting the towel on fire, not at that time thinking that
Well, why not just take the towel off and set it on fire? Or take it with you?
That...
Yeah.
Not...
Because those matches
not in the right headset,
Yeah.
not in the right frame of mind, not...
Fair enough. Because we have those matches, they look like the bigger matches you'd keep in your kitchen, not like the book of matches you'd get at the store, right?
Yeah, but we always would do like bonfires and stuff too.
Okay.
So Okay.
So when
I might not even have a box of those in my car now. Not like just
Old school. Small town old school, gotcha.
So when you were saying that you were not feeling well, passing out, you were able to make it to and from your car without help? Like you were...
Yeah, no, there was nobody.
No one
Nobody
around.
knew. Nobody, to this day, I'm the only person.
When you were in the park, did you see anybody around?
There were people.
But nobody noticed or didn't really know what was going on?
No.
And that was at nighttime?
Later evening.
Later evening? Before midnight, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So how far from your car did you go with the baby? Like, did you park right on the road and just jump right out, or?
I parked, I don't know where I parked. I don't know my way around Washington
Yep.
Park.
Yeah.
I just parked somewhere and then just walked.
When was the last time you thought about this?
Years ago. I've completely, like,
You put up a wall?
put up a wall and blocked it out of my memory. Like, it's one of those things that I was so ashamed of.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've completely blocked it out.
People can do that.
And I think it's because, embarrassment and shame, hate myself at that time for it. And then, I have a life, I have 2 great kids, and it's just stupid.
So I guess I got two other things. Have you ever did you keep any trinkets of the baby,
No.
anything like that?
No, I mean, it was so fast.
Any photos of you from that time you still have?
No.
No?
Ever, like, write a diary or, like, a journal about it?
No.
Okay.
No. I have nothing. Like I said, it was, nobody knew, not one person knew anything from the time I got pregnant till what happened, and to this day.
So the other part of this is, right, because you're not the first person to do something like this. It happens a lot more than you think, right? And in preparation for this, I've done a lot of research, and one of the things, actually, it's going to sound crazy, but I'm going to ask you, So we now have a sample of your DNA, right? We had a search warrant for it as well, it's just so you're aware. If we insert that into, now you said you don't watch true crime stuff, you don't watch any podcasts, so I'm going to educate you a little bit here. There's a system called CODIS, right? So a lot of times there will be crimes or remains found, right? And we can't identify the person. And what we'll do is put their DNA in CODIS. And eventually, you know, we'll get a hit as soon as their DNA hits the system. Like, you've never been arrested,
Never.
you've never given a sample of DNA or anything, right? So my question to you is this. If I put your DNA into CODIS, which I can do, right? We can do that. Is that going to hit to any other human remains that have been found anywhere and it's anywhere in the country?
No.
Are you positive?
Positive.
This is the only time?
Yes.
You're sure? Because now is the time to get ahead of it.
Positive. Positive. I never.
Okay. And I
I'm
honestly,
a cut and dry, clean, rule following
yeah.
person.
Monday to Friday, you work. You leave the house at 7:19 to 7:46. The afternoon, you get home 4:46 to 5:29 at night. On the weekends, you go away with Brian sometimes. I'm sure spend the night at his house. Now that Josh is back at Sienna, you got an empty nest. It's just you and the cat, right? Yeah. So, yeah, no, by all accounts, you live a cookie cutter life. But, unfortunately, what we want to talk to you about was 27 years ago. But while we're speaking, you know, obviously I have to, one, advise you of what can happen. We'd mess up if I didn't, right? Two is offer you the opportunity, because, believe you me, other people, that's happened. A long time ago. You're a different person.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime ago. Right? You know, but we all deserve the answers. Even yourself, like the reflection on who you were at that time, right? And
25-year-old girl who made a mistake and didn't know how to handle it and was embarrassed and didn't ask for any help.
yeah, I mean, I also see it too as, you know, and correct me if I'm wrong, but seeing how having this newborn is going to mess up what you have going on. Is that fair?
It's fair. It's
Yeah.
fair. And I mean, ashamed, embarrassment. Like I said, I was a town babysitter. I love kids, and I don't, to this day, don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
I think you just, you freak out, and
Yeah. I mean,
it's
yeah.
you know,
No.
you look at my phone now, even my friends say, like, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't know.
It happened.
It's,
It's sometimes things get away from people. Because I guarantee if that happened to you now, it wouldn't play the same way.
no,
you know?
even my kids, anything happened with my kids now. If they had, my daughter's not in a relationship, my son is. He's been with this girl for a couple of years, and I say to them all the time, come to me.
Right.
I just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I blocked it out.
I mean, were you aware at that time you could bring the child to a hospital? You could bring it to a
Yes,
farm?
but like I said, I think heat of the moment, you just
kill it?
I honestly don't have an answer. I think I just panicked and,
Yeah.
I
You don't have to explain anything
no,
to me.
I'm trying to myself too.
Yeah. All right. Thank God we got people that are good at their jobs out there that could find this quickly for us. All good. So, Mike. All right. Maybe we might be waiting a second here. How familiar with him are you? Like,
Don't talk to him at all.
back then,
Ben?
I'm saying.
Oh, very.
Very.
Yeah, we went to school together. Graduated. He graduated before me, but yeah.
Like, you recognize him walking down the street
Yeah.
if you saw him. Okay. How many times do you think you saw him in person?
Over the years,
Yeah.
thousands. Like I said, we were in high school together. No.
No. Okay. We might be on the wrong one. Like I said, it's been a lot today, so it might be the wrong. I think they got the wrong name, but this is why we check her work, right? So moving forward, right? I know you asked, am I getting arrested? You are not being arrested today. Okay. What I can tell you is this is an investigation, right? There's a lot of moving parts to it. And part of that is we might have to talk to you again at some point, okay? So don't be surprised. I would try and not just pop up at your house randomly because, I don't know who you have there.
My kids, yeah. Or my son and his girlfriend.
Right. So I ideally probably wouldn't do that. Okay, it'd probably be a coordinated thing where I'd call you and say, hey, Carrie, I want to link up with you. But if it's something like real urgent, we might go to the house. We try and use as much discretion as possible, not to blow you up.
Right.
We've talked to people about all kinds of stuff of very sensitive natures, and
right.
It is what it is. We're not trying to put anyone on blast or anything like that, right? So expect that. That is a possibility, right? It's not the sense of like we're going to go screaming from the rooftops. Carrie Mazuka did, this thing in 1997. This is all about the truth.
So it's not going to be on the news like tomorrow, so I have to warn my parents?
No, it's not going to be on the news, right? Now moving forward, is it possible that you could be arrested at some point? Maybe. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's people want answers. I showed you. I mean, do you remember watching the news around that time?
I didn't watch the news around that time.
It was a big deal.
Because I didn't
want to see. Yeah. Well, I will tell you that it was a rather big deal and a lot of people paid attention to it, right? Does that mean you're a bad person? No. And people make mistakes all the time, right? And as I've said numerous times to you, and I will continue to say throughout my life, everything is explainable, where your headspace was at that time. And I didn't live your life. I don't know what you were, as I was telling you,
right.
What you were seeing, what you were smelling, what you were hearing, what you were thinking. So all that goes into consideration, right? So, I mean, it is a possibility, right? So, however, this is one of those things where you could gamble it, like, hey, maybe nothing will ever happen. I'm good, right? Or this is something where you can tell your parents, give them a call or whatever, and be like, hey,
I want to stop and this is a person thing.
Yeah. It's just the whole thing, and a lot of times, usually we're used to a little bit more street violence down here, right? Like
I'm worried about my career and everything too,
Yeah, rightfully so. You don't know. I mean, which is partially why I have to ask you, are you thinking about harming yourself?
No.
Okay.
No.
Any access to guns, anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. You understand why I have to ask, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
This is him?
Yes.
Okay. That's baby's dad?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just explaining to her, we might have to pop back in, ask her some questions at one point. We'll probably try and do a coordinate through a call.
It's freezing here. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
She was just asking about if she's going to be arrested, and I told her we don't know, right? There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things we got to do. Definitely a possibility. For 100%, I do not want you leaving here and be like, I'm good.
No, I don't feel that way at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm good about not being in trouble.
Yeah,
or
no.
that.
I don't feel that way at all.
Yeah. Is there a possibility it could happen? Yeah, maybe. Is there a possibility it couldn't? You never know. So
I'm banking on it will, because that's my life.
What do you mean that's my life?
It just, that black cloud,
Yeah. Some people are more prone to just fall into. I try and watch my language, but sometimes they just flow.
Sorry.
But it's honestly, it boils down to I'm a different person I was 27 years ago. Like even little things, right? Like talking about the fire. Like no, I was trying to, because if you look at it from the outside, right? Someone sees this as this baby set on fire, and they're like, what monster did that? But you lay out your logic of, no, I wasn't trying to hurt the baby, I was trying to destroy physical evidence, right? So honestly, explaining things like that and talking it out, things aren't always what they appear, right?
Right.
I mean, is it a killing of a human being? Yes. Yeah, it's an intentional killing, but the heinous part of it, you offered an explanation, which, okay, fair enough. So as far as dealing with that and prepping people, if that's something you choose to do, go ahead. You know, I'm not going to tell you what to do or how to live your life.
Right.
You know. You got anything?
Nope. Pretty good. We went over everything.
Do you have any questions of me? I've asked you a lot of questions.
No, you know.
Yeah. This whole thing's unfortunate. I
It's
wish.
very, very unfortunate, and I wish I'd come forward years ago, but again, 25, young, stupid, didn't know how to handle, nobody knew anything, and I came back, and like I said, I blocked it out of my
Yeah.
head, and
It's called compartmentalization.
mhm,
People do it.
I just, you know, I'm now, hindsight, you know, like I worry about my kids and my relationship with my kids, and
Oh yeah. I
you
mean,
know, I mean, they don't speak with their father at all. I'm all they have, and this could.
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Everyone's got skeletons in their closet, just of different degrees,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but this is killing somebody. You know what I mean? Like, this is actual murder.
Yeah.
It's not. You know.
You know what though? The path of dealing with it, and you probably do feel better actually telling someone. I guarantee you'll sleep the hardest tonight you've ever slept in your life.
Mm.
I'm telling you.
It's like a huge load that's been lifted. Getting it out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think because I've just hid it for so long that you know, it's like I almost forgot about it, to be honest with you, and that's,
Yeah.
and now, no, I won't sleep tonight.
Well,
Because I'll be worried, you know, I'm worried about life. Not my, you know, I won't physically harm myself or anything like that. I mean, just the consequences now.
right.
Where, yeah.
Getting out, you
Yeah,
know,
where it
people,
goes from here.
you know, it's on the news, my life, you know, my friends, I lose my friends, I lose my family, I lose my.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Those are all very legitimate concerns. I'm not going to lie to you. Those are legitimate concerns.
Mhm.
But you can't put a price on doing the right thing.
Right.
Even if you made a mistake, as bad as it could be.
This one was bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's not good. But, you know, dealing with it head on,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, the little dance we played at first, like, that can only last so long.
I know. And I even now, I think I just blocked it out so much that
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say I was lying to you because I wasn't. I was just,
It takes a little bit to deal with.
right,
That's not
I
something you
think
come
it's
right
just-
out and say.
No, I think I just,
I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's over.
is it though?
Well, the fear of, oh my God, someone's going to find out. We know.
Right.
We know. You know? And, you know, trying to minimize things, that's not the way to deal with it. Deal with it head on.
Mhm.
And the truth head on is, you had a kid, you freaked out, you didn't want to
Killed
have
it.
the kid anymore, you put your hand over its mouth, you stopped its breathing, you killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you set a towel on fire that was on the baby to destroy the evidence. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, we're going to get you out of here in a minute. Okay?
Am I like, I'm supposed to be going to Florida in November. Am I free to go to Florida in November, or is that a down the road thing? Is that a?
I mean, that's a down the road thing. I mean, let's take it one thing at a time here, right? So, we'll go from there. Okay?
Yeah,
Seriously, this is a lot for what. Let's deal with what we just unpacked.
I know. I just need to know, like, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of uncertainties in life, right? You never know what each day is going to bring, because I'm not going to tell you a definitive one way or another, because I don't know.
And is this like jail time?
It possibly, yes. You know, it could be. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, Carrie. Is like,
You don't know.
I don't know. These things are beyond our control. What I can tell you is, I have a very simple job to do, and that's put a puzzle together and figure out what the truth is.
You figured out the truth.
And you and I, and Bob, through an honest conversation, have figured out what the truth is. Okay? So give us a sec. We're going to step out. We're going to collect your stuff. We have your car keys. We have your phone. We have your purse out there. We have your ID here. And we're going to get you a ride. Okay? All right. Hang on.
Mazuka pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter and tampering with evidence. Police discovered Mazuka smoothed her child shortly after giving birth in 1997. She was sentenced to 25 years in prison, a name given to the child by the detectives who investigated the case.